What's good, sports fans? My name is Damian Adams from The Real Deal with Damian Adams, and I'm here with my real take of the week. So last night, Draymond Green came out during his press conference and said that the NBA needs to treat the players like they treat the organizations. There's a double standard when it comes to players that want to be traded. So if a player comes out and says, I want to be traded, he can get fined for saying that he wants to get traded, right? He brought up examples of Anthony Davis getting fined. He brought up examples of how teams can just trade you at any point, right? And players found out in jacked up ways. DeMarcus Cousins found out that he was traded from Sacramento to New Orleans while doing an interview after the All-Star game. Harrison Barnes literally got picked up while during the game off the bench, right? And he brought up the fact that Andre Drummond right now is wearing street clothes because the Cleveland Cavaliers have said, hey, we're done with you. We're going to trade you. Is there a double standard? Yes, right? He also brought up examples on the other side where people were very hard on James Harden for saying that he wanted out of Houston. And people have been, critical of Kyrie Irving for taking a mental health break. As all that stuff is very true from Draymond, right? There is a double standard. Players should not be fined for saying that they want out of an organization or a situation. They should have every right to say they want out. And the team, because they're under contract, does have the right to say, we don't want to let you go. Unfortunately, right? That's the way it works when you sign a contract. So with James Harden's situation, it's a little different because James Harden, he played. He honored the contract technically, right? Because he did play his games. But even Draymond Green admitted that he dogged it, right? So that's the difference in that situation. But when it comes to most situations, Draymond Green is absolutely correct. There is a double standard. And players should have the right to say, hey, I don't want to be in a situation. Now, players have to also do a better job of not signing into bad situations. If you want to flip into the NFL, for example, Deshaun Watson put himself in a bad situation by signing a long-term deal with a subpar organization, and now wants out. So there is a little bit of blame on both sides, but there should not be a double standard. If a player wants out, he should have every right to say, I want out. He shouldn't have to be, quote-unquote, professional and all this other stuff to just make sure that his reputation isn't ruined. So Draymond Green was definitely on point when saying these things, and that double standard needs to not be held in this position on players in that way. So Draymond Green was absolutely correct, but we also do need to hold players accountable for putting themselves in bad situations like Deshaun Watson did. Am I crazy? Please let me know in the comment section below. And until next time, go real or go home.